A special edition of the Survivor Reviver series today. Having been to Bathurst Diecast Racing and Lee, well, I have some return cars that I was asked to bring back and give a run here. So from Oregan Diecast Racing, Slingshot Shawnee, we have the Skaterboard Twins, and then we have Helen O'Troy in the Gasser and Reckless in the Gasser, and then in the front on the left hand side we have Slingshot in the bus, and we have Dangerous Dame in the bus as well. So that's all from Oregon Diecast. They do have a channel out there, so go and check them out. And then of course there's my mate that we're all familiar with, well, another mate because they're both mates, is Bill from SST Diecast Racing, and he has a couple of cars that I've taken returning from Bathurst, and of course it's the infamous Jazzy Sparks, and then we have Johnny Smokey, and all of these cars unfortunately didn't make the cut at Bathurst for a number of different reasons. I'm about to put out a video, or it may already be out, regarding some tips for Bathurst. I think in looking at some of these cars, just briefly, the ones from Slingshot, the weighting of them is very much more tuned to drag racing than I would personally build for Bathurst, which means there's a high bias of weight to the back of the car, and that can cause you problems with your stability on Bathurst. And Bill's cars, they're very quick cars, but they're just, the center of gravity is probably what killed him, and they're a little bit shorter wheelbase, so that made it a little bit difficult to get any times that were getting down the track at Bathurst. So we're going to give them a run down the track here. Some of them do have war wounds from Bathurst. I think there's a couple of cars from Shawnee that they don't steer quite straight anymore, the slight bent axles. I think one of Bill's cars might have a slight steering altercation, and you know, they've certainly got some character bruises from Bathurst, but they all run down the track, and we'll give them a burl, see what we got. Well, we have the Skater Twins in the blocks, the blue versus the white. Who are you picking? Do you remember how they did at Bathurst? Might be worth checking out. So let's roll. There we go, it's a win for the white. Let's see if a change of lanes will help the blue one skate faster. The blue skater boy is on the left hand side now. Lanes have changed. Let's roll, redemption. Much closer run. Gases, gases, gases. I think both these vehicles are going to feel more at home on a drag track than at Bathurst. They're both 80 grams each, and the weight mainly at the rear of the vehicle. Who you got? Helen O'Troy or Reckless? Well, let's roll. Let's roll. Well, there we go. That's one for Reckless. Lanes have been changed. Reckless is on the one closest to us. And there's a comeback. Helen O'Troy. Who have you got? Slingshot is in the lane nearest with the black roof. And Dangerous Dame has got the silver roof. Slingshot's at 73 grams. And the Dame is at 70 grams. I did note that both front guards may just foul at times on the front wheels, and Slingshot's got a slightly bent bumper, no doubt from a bit of a war wound. Who you got? Let's roll. Here we go, the Dame's got it. We've changed the lanes. Dangerous Dame's on the lane closest to us. And she's still got it. So, we've got Johnny Smokey on the far side and Jazzy Sparks on the inside. I know Johnny has been complaining that Jazzy's been burning his ass off on most tracks lately. So, after they've taken a bit of a bruising out at Bathurst, let's see what happens now. Don't forget, if you've never watched SST Diecast Racing's video channel, YouTube channel, check them out. Let's roll. And Jazzy's dragged Smokey in lap 1. Well, the guys seem to always have the heavier cars, so Johnny Smokey is at 112 and Jazzy's at around 106 grams. So that's some really good weight in these cars. And I just want to comment, the times that they ran down the track last lap, these are very competent and quick cars. It's just, well, it's just a pity they didn't suit the Bathurst track, but yeah, they're certainly moving. And if you're a lighter car, you certainly wouldn't want to be in their way. Okay, let's roll. Johnny Smoke on the lane closest to us. Is this redemption, or is this another night in the shed? Oh, no. Jazzy's dragged his ass. He's chasing women again. Oh, well. I know what a round-the-world tour for diecast cars can do to some cars at times and the environment. So I've taken these two gases to my service centre and given them a quick go over to see if we can't crank them up and get some speed out of them. Let's roll. Hell on the Troy on the left, Reckless on the right. Yeah, we've got a little bit more speed out of them in a very short service. Let's go to the lane change. Reckless on the inside lane closest to us. Is this redemption? And they're getting faster. That's good. A bit of lube wearing in, but it's still one for the girls. Back from the bus servicing. See if we can get some more out of these. Dangerous Dame and Slingshot. Let's see if we've got some of that thousands and thousands of airtime miles out of their system. And racing. Well, there we go. Dangerous Dame is certainly dangerous. She's certainly woken up. Slingshot, I dare say the bent broken bumper bar could be fouling his front wheel a little bit, but yeah, I'll see if I can straighten it up a bit for next run. Slingshot in the lane closest to us. Yeah, look, he really needs a little bit of a pull apart to fix a little bit of damage. Anyway, let's roll. There we go, he's cranked it up this time. Still hear that wheel spinning. I'll rerun that race. It's not easy to get consistency with cars with the wheels on the inside of the guards. We'll see to make sure that the Dame is okay. That's better. Yeah, oh, look at that time, a 40. And 55 still isn't too bad considering for slingshot. Thanks guys, I don't get to see too many builds of other people. So thanks Slingshot Shawnee of Oregon Diecast Racing. I've got to get that right, haven't I? And of course my mate Bill from SST Diecast Racing. And also many thanks to Lee for giving me these cars and a few other things when I visited him last weekend. Cheers all, good luck out there wherever you're racing. Bye now.